Welcome to the Sold Too Early Sports Card Podcast. With all the drama going on in the sports card world and sports itself, let me just remind you that Sebla's self-identified as a 29-year-old virgin. That's Kai. I'm rooting for Chad. And I truly am. But once again, Batman could not get that out of me if I was being tortured by him. Kai, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's an interesting time.
Every fucking week has been an interesting time.
It's always something.
It's getting worse. We are just like, there's no other way to describe it. Since we recorded Sold Too Early last week, the sports card world exploded and the bullshit hobby drama exploded. What do you want to talk about first? The Luka trade?
I have a really quick gripe to get out of the way that's not related to any of this.
Go for it.
The United States postal system and the United States, whatever UPS is, probably, I don't know what the acronym stands for. They both suck.
Service.
They are so bad. And the last month, I've had multiple things stolen. Everything gets delayed. Like, can we fix this? It's not even snowing anymore.
Hey, Kai, one thing I was going to talk about today was a postal worker in New Jersey stealing $3,000 worth of packages. Hilariously, the background they used in this article was what I used on Speedy when I was getting stuff ready, which is hilarious.
Funny. They're going to sue you.
I guess I would sue them, actually, because my thing came first. But, yeah, I had a bunch of little articles and news things to talk about today. USPS, UPS has been quite bad lately. People in New Jersey are getting robbed. This guy was like an employee for a couple of years. From September 2022 to December, the guy sold 10 plus packages valued at more than $40,000. So we can quickly go on this tangent. Don't be a fucking idiot. I know that's hard for most of you. Do not give anyone any opportunity to know that you have money. Don't do it. Don't write expensive sports cards on the side. Please rob me on the side. Don't be like card collector 1112111111 and be like, oh, there's sports cards in here. Put your real name. Put your wife's name. Put your girlfriend's name. Put your boyfriend's name. I don't give a shit. Put something other than, hey, sports card collector dealer 1211. You're looking to be a target, and I guarantee you these packages get stolen very often. Or more than we'd like to admit. Some of them, most likely, are trash, because a lot of cards are trash, quote unquote. Some are $40,000 packages. Don't make it easy for someone to figure out what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing this to where it makes sense too, I would get insurance, obviously. Like, It's kind of a no-brainer. But
I just renewed my policy, actually.
I did too. You want to know the worst part, though?
The coverage went up?
The card that got stolen like the 4 days I didn't have coverage.
Oh, your coverage. Wait, how is that possible? Your coverage
I just forgot to renew it for a couple days. And it's not covered.
Could you have we can talk about some fraud later.
I'm gonna submit a claim. Lady said it's probably not gonna help, but
you might as well. You can backdate certain things, but you probably should have paid the coverage and then filed the claim. But once again, we're 4 minutes in. I'm not ready to commit fraud, but if I did,
if we have to, you know.
Yeah. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. It's too early. Give me like 10 minutes and we'll get into it. But people who are used to committing crimes and fraud and everything else. Backyard breaks. I was prepping for this episode. Anything you type in Google regarding backyard breaks and scandals, this is page 2 of Google. Fun fact: no one has ever gone to page 2 of Google. I'm the first. You guys are welcome, by the way. They just continue to somehow shoot themselves in the foot. And I have a very strong opinion on this, which I've shared on our Instagram before, and I know it's going to cause me problems. I think all of this is pointless and nothing actually matters here because nothing's going to actually change because they're profitable. Wow. Whatnot's going to change anything. Panini's not going to change anything. Any part GameStop, who has like their one of their repack products in some stores. No one's going to change anything until it's financially not worth it for them. Grant could punt a child. Grant made comments about a child. Grant could physically punt a child, and they would probably not have a problem with it. It doesn't matter. Like, the only thing that does is money. And I know people do not like to hear that. It is true. For businesses, money is the only thing that actually matters. Nothing else this person does actually matters until it impacts their bottom line. The second it does, they will move on, but it doesn't matter until then. You can keep on having these weird little like, oh, Grant did this, or Backyard did that, or X, Y, and Z. He said that thing. Nothing's going to happen until brands and sponsorships pull out. So you can make Instagram stories and posts. You can act like High School Drama. You can act like CSI Miami and like make 40,000 story posts about it. It's not going to do anything unless you have a rep or no point of contact who works for Whatnot, works for the National, works for GameStop, or they actually see a decrease in sales or representation or consumers as a result of, not going to Whatnot as a result of working with Backyard Breaks or something else where their bottom line is actually impacted. So
they banned like one of his accounts. They have like 10 Whatnot accounts. I don't really think it matters. They
banned his personal account temporarily. That fucking doesn't do it. Who cares? Yeah. They can make a backyard bathroom break account and it would have 100 people in there. Probably. Unless you know someone who is actively joining in their breaks still, and you convince them to go somewhere else if that's what they want to do, it's not going to change, and it's not going to change because they are incredibly profitable. And I'm not telling you that because I like it. They're fucking losers. They are like all frat boy energy, and I could say things on this podcast that would get me in more trouble than what Grant said. And I'm not interested in no, I'm not interested in getting in trouble. But I will allude to it saying when you have frat guys who do frat guy things, you get in trouble. And it would not shock me if a frat boy mentality in an actual professional environment leads to issues. Yeah, Grant kicked one of his employees. That's like the third or fourth bad thing he's done since Backyard Breaks open. I don't even know if it's in the top 5. They stole a gold Trevor Lawrence kaboom, made inappropriate comments about an imaginary 6-year-old girl that was his daughter, future daughter, or some other crap. He kicked an employee. They have taken cards off camera, whatever. Who cares? It doesn't matter. They're still here. I guarantee if I check my phone right now at 4:38 Eastern on February 4th, one of their channels is live right now opening products. I will bet anything right now.
100%, yeah.
100% will say.
They almost are always live 24/7, I feel like.
Yeah, and I'm not condoning it. I want to make this clear. I am not supporting them. I think they're fucking losers. But you're not going to stop them by making Instagram posts like you're in goddamn high school. It doesn't mean anything. And yeah, one of their accounts is live. Backyard Drips is live with 129 people in there as of right now. Anyone else? Let's see. Quickly.
Are you sure it's Backyard Rips?
Oh, it's Backyard Rips. I read Backyard Drips. I thought it was two R's. My bad. Or 2 D's, I should say. Whatever. Point is, no one cares. You can virtue signal. You can say all the things you want. Until it impacts the bottom line, nothing will change. You need to understand that, because all you're doing is taking people who agree with you. You're creating an echo chamber. You are somehow creating an echo chamber of people who know you're right, and it's the vast majority of people, but nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it every month for the entire time we've been doing this podcast. Something happens, and no one cares after a week or two.
No, and it makes me question being good for business is the only thing that matters. If people can make money off you, that is the only thing that truly matters. And Backyard, as much as we do not like them, or I do not like them, they're good for business for GameStop, Whatnot, the National.
Does the GameStop thing still happen? I don't even know.
What?
Do they still sell the thing in GameStop?
I think so. I tried to do a little bit of research going into the episode. This This is from 2 years ago. Why does Backyard Breaks have such a large following when everyone knows they're shady? They are the perfect caricature of what a 12-year-old thinks a cool 22-year-old is. The few 30-plus-year-olds who are dropping large amounts of cash on premium breaks, I would assume, think they have a better chance of hitting case cards from influencer boxes. Like, this is 2 years ago. People talking about, wait, why do people like Backyard? So nothing has kind of changed. This is not a real scam. This is just whatever. They had giveaways starting at 6:30 for a free break. It's 6:10. They closed the breakdown. Okay, that's dishonest. I wouldn't call it a scam. I would call that kind of shitty, but whatever. Yeah, they're known slime balls. This was the T-Law scam. Who cares? What was this? Oh, this was a petition. Oh my god, the change.com petition. I could not find it. So
there's no way it got taken down though, right?
It got taken down?
I'm saying there's no way it did. Right?
Oh, why would it get taken down?
I don't know.
I know that there is a petition. I tried finding it, and it led me to the ray gun. I don't know why this came up.
Breakdancer?
Yeah, I don't know why this comes up when I'm trying to actually look at the petition. Shout out hyperlinks on websites, you stupid asses. But yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm missing. I know as of like Monday, because what was the timeline?
You did a really bad job.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm gonna keep going. It's like the first thing that comes up when you type it in.
Well, I didn't type in whatever. How many
I sent you the link in the chat here if you want to pull it up. It's at 71. That's fine. It's at 7,100.
Okay, so that petition started, I don't know, Thursday or Friday, right as Sold to Early launch last week, and the sports car world really, really got all up in it, all up about it, which is fair. Once again, like, I understand why people are upset, but nothing. This doesn't fucking matter.
Live on air.
I'm not going to sign it. I think petitions are useless unless it's something that actually matters in the real world. Fine, this is useless. Ban Backyard on Whatnot, the National Twitch Fanatics Festival.
No chance they're going to ban him from the National.
I debated texting Al about it, and I didn't even bother, and I'm not going to, because the National is a multi-million-dollar organization, nonprofit, but they still.
I mean, he definitely knows, like.
What?
I said he definitely knows.
Of course he knows. He's not. Al's a very smart guy. I really like him. But I'm not going to bother texting the president of the National about it for a couple of reasons. One, he's a grown man. He can make decisions on his own, of course. Two, I'm sure he's aware of it, and I don't need to text him about it. Three, they're entitled to do whatever they want. They're a private company, a non-for-profit organization. They can do whatever they want. If they choose to do something about it, I fully support it. If they don't, I support it. They can do whatever they choose to. And you, as a consumer, can choose to do whatever you want accordingly. You want to not use Whatnot anymore? That's fine. I think Whatnot sucks. I buy in it from one person who's my friend because Zion and I are good buddies and I buy shit off him all the time. I think Whatnot sucks otherwise. I don't give a fuck. I've never bought into Whatnot Backyard Breaks. I never will. I don't care. They can't do anything to me. You should have the same mentality. If you don't like something, speak with your wallet. That is the only thing that actually matters to people in this industry. 99.98% of people in the sports card world would slit your fucking throat for 2% better margins. Understand that. That is the reality of the sports card world in 2025. For the people who flip cards, who buy heavy, want to cash you out, bro, that is the only thing that actually matters to them. You need to understand that. Unfortunately, that's how it is. If you want to do this as a business. If you want to collect dollar cards as a hobby, that's awesome. That's not how I see the world. Do you see the world that way?
No.
No. Do you make decent money from this? Do you enjoy what you do?
Except for my Matt Ryan cards.
But guess what? You actually like Matt Ryan. You're a Falcons fan. You collect him. But you flipped Matt Ryan cards before.
Yeah. But
do you think anything I've said out here is outrageous?
No, I mean, I think it's just a opposing viewpoint to the people that don't really do this a lot.
I think what's happened is people want to hold on to their childhood. And I get that. And I really do. And I'm not saying this to be inflammatory. I'm not saying it to be mean. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at things, they have changed forever. The amount of money in the sports card world has allowed for people like this to exist in it. The loud, very aggressively loud, screaming people who buy heavy, cash you out, bro, who flip out over a $5 Joe Mixon card. Like, this is what has been created in this industry now.
I mean, the reality of it is, like, they have 7,000 signatures. I mean, what do you think? They have like 500,000 active users?
If not more. How many users Whatnot have or Backyard?
Whatnot. I would assume Backyard has probably 100,000 followers on there,
right? Across all their platforms more.
I meant like on Whatnot.
I think Whatnot have
probably one of the most followed accounts, I would think.
So Whatnot has approximately 2 million monthly users.
So what
is
that?
2 million divided by 7,000?
Yeah, other way around, but yeah. Oh yeah. What is that, like hundredths of a percent or something?
Literally not even 0.1%. Not even 0.01%. You're not going to change things. I'm sorry. And I mean that. You're not going to change anything. You can make all the posts you want. You can complain about it all you want. You're entitled to be unhappy about it. I agree with you. I fully agree. But I understand the reality of it. Nothing's going to change. You speak with your wallet, and that's what you can do. And that's the best thing about it. You can choose to partake in something or not. I love sports cards. I love this industry. I don't call it a hobby. I haven't called it a hobby in years because it is an industry. There's billions of dollars at stake every single year for people. I'm trying to do the best I can while I work a normal job and pay for other things in my life as a result of sports cards. It's great. I don't have to fucking suck dick for a living because I need to spy heavy and cash you out, bro, and be your buddy. I can be a dickhead about it because I don't do this full time. Because it doesn't matter to me. I enjoy this so much because I don't have to do it full time. And I can say shit like this.
On the other hand, Dave is buying downtowns and kabooms, fellas. So
I bought it downtown today. I feel dirty.
Paying 98%.
I think I paid like 90%, which is actually good on those, so go figure. But unfortunately, the people who do not agree with me are going to fall in one of two camps. 50 plus who have been collecting for 40 years, who are unhappy and don't want to change, which I respect. And frat boy 20-year-olds who I'm going to annoy, who are buying heavy and want to cash me out, bro. I legitimately, Kai, cannot tell about 40% of Instagram accounts apart on a day-to-day basis. I can't tell them apart.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so like oversaturated in that whole area of cards. So,
well, they don't. They're not
the same. Like
when I make a joke about NPCs, I really mean it. Where I cannot tell them apart, because if I bought a soundboard and I've considered making this content, there's a couple pieces of content I've considered making. I brought a soundboard to a show. The most 25 to 50 most common phrases someone would say. And I brought it with me to a show. Walked around tables, played it. I could do better than the average flipper, reseller, X, Y, and Z with, let's say, $1,000 budget, $2,000 budget. Doesn't matter. This would be the same exact interactions. I guarantee I could do the same thing as them, if not more. It could be funny. I don't want to do it because it's more profitable for me to me behind the booth. I bring a friend or something, someone who knows cards, but like doesn't do it full time. I guarantee I could have the same result. This is a fun idea. I don't think I've ever shared this on the podcast, so I'm not sure if you've heard this before, Kai. Have I given you my idea about the spy glasses yet?
Jesus, no.
Okay, so no, I know that sounds weird. Here's my piece of content I want to create, and keep an eye out for this. Wink,
Dave's
wink.
going into the airport bathroom.
Step one. Step two. I want to have the top 5 or top 10 most common selling cards, let's say. Michael Jordan Fleer, Topps Chrome LeBron 9, Kabooms, Downtowns, whatever. I want to bring them to tables and booths who say we're buying heavy. You know, when you ever go to a Dallas card show and you have like the tables with like the banners, buying, paying X percent, let's cash you out, bro. Flame emoji, flame emoji, flame emoji. I want to go not me, of course, because people know who I am. Bring a different friend, have them wear spy glasses with these 9 cards. Walk up to every single booth with those banners and see who offers the best and the worst.
Yeah.
I think it's actually good content.
Why don't you do it?
Why don't I do it? Because people know who I am.
You can
I need to
still
get a
do it.
random. I'm going to. I need to get a random in to do it. I need to get my friends who people don't know, or like my wife, or like someone who was like, who
No,
knows
you
cards.
can't do your wife because that's not a constant. There's another variable there. It's woman now.
That's, you know what? That's fair. But the point is, I can't have it be me. People know who I am. I need to get someone who likes sports but has never traveled to a show. So that could be any one of my friends from around here. But I think it's actually quality content because I don't know about you. I know for a fact there'll be someone in that list who's buying heavy who would offer 70% on a Fleer MJ Jordan versus someone who'd offer 95%.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, it is 100% guaranteed. I can't say who, but I just know that make quality content.
Yeah, I think you should think about it.
I will give it some thought. This is something I just remembered. Who sent us that list of the top 100 influencers?
Oh, that was in our group chat, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the group chat. I want to quickly pull that up.
No, I thought it was you.
No, I didn't send it. I wasn't on the list, which is super funny.
I'm
gonna quickly look for it.
I'll look. I don't know who it would have been though.
I think it was Lane.
I mean, you can just. Oh, I was gonna say you could type in the word Dave because I said like Dave, you're not on it.
I know, but I don't think I can just search it. The point is, I'm gonna quickly see if I can find this. I think it was sent yesterday morning.
It was sent by Kendall.
It was sent by Kendall. Even better. Kendall is someone who I need to have on this podcast. He's crashing out right now.
He is.
So this is a perfect conversation as I start to look for this link as well. Kendall's a Mavericks fan. You can see why he's crashing out. Breaking news and sold too early. Luka got traded this week, and everyone is pissed and angry except for Laker fans. And it's gotten so bad, I'm legitimately worried that Dallas will not be there for the March show. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for me, in almost a quarter of a century of life, that's probably the craziest transaction that's ever happened in a sport.
I think the only thing that was as equally shocking is like, no, Kobe dying is not the same level, obviously.
It's a transaction.
it's a certain kind of transaction.
Oh,
in terms of sports, Saquon going to the Eagles was sad, but like not to the same scale.
It's not even like relatively close.
Favre going to the Vikings, I think, could be pretty triggering.
It's like the magnitude of like how good the player is and how it's just nothing even close, honestly.
There isn't. I'm just trying to think of like other like things. It would be like now if like Joe Burrow went to like the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean the closest thing I could think of, and it's not even like a trade, is like Kevin Durant going to the Warriors.
Well, that just pissed everyone off.
So. Or I guess LeBron going to the Heat, maybe, but like.
I think it was just a different world back then, which is crazy. It's only like 10-ish years ago. So anyway, here's the top 100 sports card influencers of 2025. Who the
fuck was the second person?
I don't know who this is. Who are you? Who?
I think you can just click it.
Can I? I don't want to lose the link.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Oh no, it pops out. Okay, cool. Who the fuck is this? This is just some guy.
He's just a guy who collects cards.
I don't even know if he collects cards. He's just a dude. Okay. Don't know who this is.
Kind of looks like Andrew Tate.
He kind of does. Well, that definitely is like AI too. That definitely is not.
Look at.
That can't be a real picture of this guy. He collects cards.
He had to have bought followers. This can't be real.
This is 14 weeks ago, and it has 1,400 followers. Yeah,
Yeah, there's no shot.
1,800.
He's half a million followers.
Yeah, this guy just bought followers. Cool. Don't know who you are. I know who Ken Golden is because we're going to talk about him today. Ryan at 6 is crazy. I mean, I didn't realize he has 141,000 followers.
Crashed out.
What?
I just said, speaking of crashing out, Ken Golden crashed out.
I mean, Ken Golden. I don't care for him. I do like what he actually just posted, though. I wonder if I can find
the slideshows of the videos.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play the video, but basically what Ken Golden said roughly was, any offer that you get on a card over $10,000 of a redemption, bring it to Golden, and we'll beat any offer you get. I like this. I really do. I think competition's good. I don't care for Ken Golden. I would not give him a card anyway, but I like this. I would take his offer, and I'll go to Fanatics and be like, hey, give me more money than him, and it's yours.
But then technically, if Fanatics gives you a higher offer, couldn't you go back to him until you got a higher offer?
Yes, but at some point they're going to realize you're pitting them against each other. This is still good ammo to just be like, hey, Golden says 50 grand, I want 55. Or he said 120%, I want 122%. Like, this is just saying, I'm going to use your offer to go get more money than you are offering. But I also, once again, I don't care for him, so it is what it is. Pac-Man, sure. Alexandra, Tyson Beck. He's cool. He's a cool guy. I actually messaged him a couple of months ago. He was doing he actually makes cards with some of the athletes, and he was doing a signing with Tom Brady, and I bought some. And he didn't Tom Brady like either flaked on it or canceled.
That was a long time ago.
It was during this podcast, so it was in the last 2 years, and I lived here, so
whatever.
It was in the last. It was in the. I got refunded. He apologized. He was a cool guy about it. He seems nice. Tyson seems like a very good guy. So, also, wait, what type micro? What does that mean? What do you mean by this? What does this mean?
I don't know. Who's that standing on the left with him?
On the left?
Yeah, with him.
That's Kobe Bryant. That's joking. Tyson Beck.
It was a joke, Dave.
Did not. I completely missed it. I've never talked to Talon. Shine being up here is hilarious.
What the hell? His name's Balilo Lahan Fan.
Listen. He went to jail. I'm not gonna ask.
I mean, that's an interesting, just like nickname out from that name.
Remember when Steve Aoki did 3 things in cards? Oh wait,
yeah. I mean, I'll never forget Steve Aoki. He has my second highest sale of all time.
What does that mean?
He bought my Trae Young NTRPA.
So fucking funny.
He paid like 30 grand for it.
There's Jeff. There's Jay. Jay was on our podcast once upon a time. Jesus.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Don Diego, Mike. King of the Cards has me banned. He has me blocked.
Why?
I don't know. I pissed him off.
Said something to him.
I don't know. Because I like the idea of the dollar trade-up challenge. I don't know how old that is anymore. I clearly pissed him off. I don't care, but I do remember that he has me blocked, and it's really funny to me.
Wait, so you complained about a trade-up challenge?
No, I actually like it. That's the thing, is I like the $1 trade-up challenge thing.
You're not telling us something, Dave.
No, Kai, I swear to God, I do not know what I did, and usually I know when I piss people off. I don't know what I did here.
Yeah, I've never talked to him, but he seems like
I don't know. He doesn't like me, which is fine.
Let me see.
That's fair. I mean, I have My Little Pony blocked here.
I'm not blocked, so it's definitely a you thing.
It's definitely a me thing. So the reason why I call Eric Michael My Little Pony is because his Instagram handle is Eric Michael MLP, which is My Little Pony. He's also a micro, so that's good. That makes sense. I don't know what this means, by the way. Rob is micro. Loot box is micro. What the fuck does this stand? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Micro?
Maybe it's like you only use Instagram or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. Who the? I remember that dude.
Yeah,
Big COVID guy right there.
I'm not sure I've ever talked to him. I
He used
follow
to do a
him.
bunch of PSA orders.
That's usually good when they get popular in sports cards. Mama Breaks, Little Pullman. Also, wait, I don't understand the organization here because Greater Card Investor 31, Mama Breaks has 21.5, Little Pullman has 30.
I mean, yeah, the dude that was like third isn't even like a real account.
Oh, this is the guy. I think this was the guy in the backyard video, actually.
Yeah, it's
With like
cake
the crop
break.
top or some shit. There's another backyard guy. She Breaks is 22. How many followers do I have? How check fuck shit.
Dave's upset.
21.2.
Sorry to trigger you again.
I don't, Kai. I'm happy I'm not on this list. So I was like, all right, if we were doing this list, I'm somehow in the top fucking 50.
I'm upset you're not on here. I wanted to make fun of you.
You can make fun of me. Like, here's the thing. Because I don't think Lane's on here either, and Lane has more.
I mean, we got this dude right there. Doesn't even collect cards.
How many followers? I think Lane has like 25. Lane's at 22.6. So Lane slots in at like 30. I'd be like 40 probably. Spinotron. Don't know who you are.
Dave, I sent you something fun you can say.
Where did you send it? Are you
Text
texting it
it
to me? I can't say that. Kai sent me something I'm not allowed to say.
I don't see the problem, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Prison Guide at 34. All right, so I'm slotting in the top 35. Lane is
Apparently not.
Well, if you're going off followers, that we somehow 35 to 45. But like, it's so funny. Like, these people have tried so hard to curate an audience.
Daddy Rips is quite the name. Number 36.
Yeah, like these people. Oh, I like Eric. These people have tried so hard to create this platform for themselves, and I shitpost, and I have more. It's like I'm good at what I do. Very weird. I've also been around forever. I recognize. Oh, Adam. I recognize some of these names, but like, not a ton of people past this point. So there's Sarah Rips. There's Shaw. He came back for like 20 minutes and then vanished again.
What did he do again?
What did he do again?
Like how we have a professional head
I think he shill bid cards, and then he like claimed he was relapsing on alcohol and that he was addicted and like had to step back. I don't remember, so don't take that exactly 1-to-1. I don't recall. But I know he was working with Fund Your Cards, Empire, whatever, Mark. Marcus is doing well from what I've seen. But as far as I know, they were partnering together on stuff and they no longer work together. Don't know who Luke is. Sure.
Did you read that one?
Yeah, I'm not going to. This is just like there's a time and place to say Mrs. Squirt's cards. And there's a time where I don't say Mrs. Squirt's cards. But it's her name, so all right, cool. I don't know who Leah is. There's actually more women influencers here than I realized. Justin Gamble. I'm more followers than him. That's hilarious. Wait, what?
Dave's on a power trip right now.
Am I? Kenneth, I recognize. Miss Sports Cards, I've seen her at shows before. There's Sam. Sam is an influencer? Okay. I don't know who Ryan Weber is. There's Mark. I was just talking about him a second ago. I think Jeremy Lee has me blocked. Yep. Now I remember why. I know why I pissed him off. He had like 8 sponsors for his podcast. I made jokes about that, and he got mad at me.
Was that on the podcast?
I don't know. Probably not.
Oh wait, I think what's his Instagram?
It's
I think he
JD
blocked
Lee's.
me too.
He blocked you too. So what is this
I've
podcast?
never even spoken to him in my life.
Exactly. So we obviously talked shit and he got mad. So listen, all I'm saying is somehow, some way, I have more double the followers than you, and I'm the shit poster, and you post shit, I guess, allegedly. Well, not allegedly, but whatever. Who are these people? Don't know who you are. Don't know who you are. Is this another backyard guy? I guess so. Yeah, backyard rips, dude. Like all these influencers are backyard rips, apparently. So,
There's
the
so many of
border,
them.
the kid in the suit. His bio is crack king. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? How do sure. Cardboard Prophet, Coach Co. I actually follow this guy. Don't know who Ray Schultz is. Yeah, I mean, once I follow him. Denny had how do I phrase this?
Out.
Denny, thank you. That's the best way to describe it. Denny had a major crack out. And I don't. Oh, he blocked me. All right, I'm blocked by everyone. I keep on causing.
Dave has no friends left.
No, Kai, don't. I'm sure after this, you're gonna block me.
I gotta go, actually.
Yeah, there's a business thing. I'm bad for business. I'm going to get canceled for just being a dickhead and not like doing things. I'm just gonna be unpleasant online.
I mean, do you know who is like the worst? Is whoever took the time to make this list.
This is really funny because here's the actual thing about this list is I don't know how it was generated. I assume by followers, but then that tells you that they removed people like Elaine, myself. Mikey would be on here.
But how do you even generate it? Like, you can't just say pull all the Instagram accounts that have the word card in it. Like
So what is the because Mikey would have more followers, I would have more followers. How many? Like 9?
I'm at like 7, I think.
You're at 66. I think Nick has a bunch of followers actually.
Nick has like 3 Instagram accounts.
Nick has 14.1. Like Nick actually does talk about at least Bowman every now and again. So like, where is the line? Who else I like really know that I talk to that has a lot of followers?
Lucas has a good amount.
I don't think Lucas does a lot of followers.
Yeah.
Lucas only has 9,500, which is like not a small amount, but like, what is the line then? Like, North Shore is 68. Austin would probably be an influencer then by these definitions, and Austin has 11.4. I don't like. I'm just trying to think of like even per radio 50. Okay, so no, like, what is the definition of an influencer then? You put up people with nice cards. You put up content creators because Austin I would call a content creator. Like, what does this definition mean? Swishbakes has 56,000 followers. I guess they're a repack account that doesn't count, but it's just weird. Because like Cage 16.4 is number 81. What the fuck does that mean?
No, it's neither the UFC guy.
I don't know. Am I blocked? No. Nice. Not blocked yet, baby. I just don't. But I know I'm blocked by him because I blocked him. Oh, I guess not. I guess he unblocked me. Someone unblocked me. Holy shit. Wow. Dude, we're going places. I don't think Slapstocks has blocked me, but they're not on here. Aaron is, but like not the Slapstocks channel.
Talk about a fall off.
What?
I said talk about a fall off.
Are you talking about from like followers or just like in general?
I don't. I've never heard of Slapstocks in years.
Craig is on here. That's funny. So like, but I just need to understand the definition because Craig makes a podcast. Craig's a very nice guy. I like Craig a lot. Is he an influencer because he has like a podcast? Is he an influencer because he has like the card club that he does because he's a teacher? What does this mean?
I think think you're reading into this list a little too much.
I'm
Dave.
I'm trying to make conversation about it as like we wrap up. Like, what does I was like how Santiago is here, but it's not his shop. It's just him. Oh, there's more?
Oh God.
Do I need to get this list?
Don't give it to me if you do. I don't want to see 700.
Do I need to go through this list?
Go for it, Dave.
Oh God, we're
Oh
not gonna do
no,
that.
you're gonna get fired again.
I didn't get fired, Kai. I just got let go, and I got rehired. All right, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Yeah, this is a weird episode. They're all we do sports card stuff. Hey, Kai, cards have been really fun lately. Outside of the stupid shit that's going on,
They have.
like I have heavily enjoyed buying and selling cards lately. And the absurdity of it is it's not waning on me in any way, shape, or form. I'm getting empowered by the stupidity of it because it tells me that I can say the most bad things ever. I could kick my friends. I can steal cards probably. I can trim cards probably. And I would still probably be as respected in the industry as I am today.
Dave,
Probably.
you're like Luca today. You didn't. They traded Luca and they didn't put you on the list, so now you feel disrespected. So now you're gonna grind even harder.
That joke went so far over my head. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just saying Luca got traded because they didn't think he was gonna be good for a long time. They didn't put you on the top 100 list, so you guys are kind of in the same boat right now. You got to prove the haters wrong.
But I don't want to be an influencer. I'm better at it than them. Like that's the funny thing about this too, and this is the only thing I'll ever say to make me sound like a conceited asshole. Remember Japanese baseball, Kai? I did better in that than anything. To create that market and have the actual interest of it be what it was, because we saw the vision of it years before it happened. I'm better at influencing people than they are, which is hilarious because I didn't mean to. This podcast helped actually in some way, shape, or form because it's stupid and it makes no logical sense. But hey, it worked. We did that, Kai. We did that. You're responsible too.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So I'm trying to understand what this list was and also how many people I've seen to have annoyed. But nothing
Kind of crazy how many people have you blocked.
It doesn't really shock me. I've also been around on Instagram for a decade, basically. So I clearly have pissed off enough people, but I don't really, nothing's ever going to happen, by the way. There are people I don't like in real life. There are people I don't really like in shows or on Instagram or whatever. And nothing will ever happen. Because remember how this episode started, Kai? How we talked about money is the only thing that matters to people, mostly who do this full time or a good amount of it. If I don't spend money with them, they have no power over me. Therefore, I'm not going to spend my money with them. Therefore, I don't care. That is the only thing that matters to them.
And I don't know. I want to see you fight someone personally, but
I did fucking not Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu for like a year before. I did jiu-jitsu for a year before COVID.
I want to see you use some of those.
I can throw people over my back.
Let's watch it at Dallas.
I'm not Kai. No one's gonna fight ever.
I'll give you $100 if you flip someone.
Can I flip you?
No, that's not fair.
Why?
That's too easy. I'm like, I would be giving in though. Like, it has to be someone that doesn't know what's going on.
So I'm just gonna flip that guy for no reason.
Yeah, you gotta throw him over a table.
That doesn't. Why? I'm not looking for violence.
Well, do you want the $100?
Yes, but I want to flip you. Can I flip Mikey over the table?
If you flip Mikey over the table, I'll give you $200.
So Mikey, who is setting up with us in Dallas in March, texted us saying, "I laughed so hard at your podcast. I've never laughed so hard." I'm like, this is just the experience, bro. So that just tells us he only listens to the funny podcast. That was the first episode he's ever watched.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah. All right, anything else? Anything stupid we should touch on? Um, we think out loud.
Not
We
really.
we can do Super Bowl prediction real quick. I
Ooh,
kind of like it's very weird. The Super Bowl is here.
yeah.
Like I'm upset as a Giants fan that the Eagles are in it. I would be very upset if the Eagles won because it makes my friends happy, and fuck them. How dare they be happy? How dare they have joy? So I'm rooting for the Chiefs all the way.
It's the first person that's ever said out loud they're rooting for the Chiefs.
Well, that's not true. I'm pretty sure most Giants fans are rooting for the Chiefs out of just spite for the Eagles. All of the NFC East is rooting for the Chiefs, I imagine.
Yeah,
You can't support the Eagles.
I think the Chiefs are going to win. So
I hope they win. I can already see it now. The Chiefs won on a game-winning touchdown to Travis Kelce, and they proposes to Taylor Swift, and everyone claps, and everyone rises to the seats out of pure joy, and then everyone turns the TV off, disappointed and angry.
did you see that he said that he wanted to play like 3 more years?
He's not going to make it.
I don't think he does either.
Like, I mean, we've said this the last couple of years with Kelce. I mean, he definitely fell off a good amount this year, but even him falling off this year was just going to quickly check
The
the
second half
stats.
of the year, I think he was really good. The first half was pretty
Was
rough.
him falling off this year was 97 receptions, 823 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's him falling off.
He only had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. So, and he still was a Pro Bowler. So he definitely rounded into form in the last 3 weeks of the year, but he really did not start off super well. Got hot for a couple weeks, slowed down, got hot, slowed down. Like it comes down to actually looking at it now, it was the playoffs when he started getting hot again. Because he had 7 catches for 117 yards and a touchdown against Houston. Buffalo, he didn't do much. He had 2 catches for 19 yards. But the last game he played in the regular season on Christmas, he had 8 catches for 84 yards and a touchdown. So yeah, like they kind of are going to save him for a little bit for the games that matter, which are, January and February, which they keep on making. I saw a statistic that Mahomes is more likely to make the Super Bowl than to complete a pass, which is just absurd.
That's
It's like
insane.
It's like 71% versus like 67%. It's just like
That's nuts.
I know. Yeah, Mahomes is I don't know if Mahomes can ever be the GOAT because Brady did beat him, but we are very clearly going to start having a dialogue if Mahomes ages the way that I think he will, which is basically always going to be fighting and competing for a Super Bowl, assuming he's healthy.
Yeah, I mean, 4 would be second for a quarterback all time, right?
I'd be tied with Namath.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, future New York Giant Patrick Mahomes.
No, we don't have to get into that conversation. There's obviously
Keep down the down low.
yeah. Listen, if Luka can get traded, Mahomes can get traded. No, not gonna happen. But would not shock me if the Giants do end up getting a QB. I don't imagine a trade, but
By the name of Jameis Winston.
listen, I thought they would get Jameis years ago. He has somehow evolved from like sexual predator and crab-like stealer to meme quarterback, and I'm all for it. 30-30 vision,
Goat.
The note of not taking it too seriously. And Jameis on the Giants would make the most fun 5-12 team ever.
Yeah.
It
Dude,
would
can
be
you imagine Malik Neighbors' stat line with him?
Malik Neighbors would have 1,500 yards and like 18 touchdowns. The Giants would lose every single game like 38 to like 30.
Yeah.
And they would go 5-12. It'd be the most fun ever, but it doesn't help the Giants because I don't believe Jameis Winston can play winning football, but it would be very, very fun football. And I would be there for it, but I would also be like, we're just wasting a year of Malik Neighbors at this point, or 2.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right, anything else you want to touch on?
No, I think that's it.
And I can't wait to check this list back in a week and see how many people blocked me as a result of this. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Next week, listen, at this right now, oh God, how do I end this episode?
Burbank's this week.
What?
I think Burbank's this week, right?
I think it's next week. I'm moving, so I'm not going to be.
Oh, no, it's next week. You're right.
Yeah. Can't make it to Burbank. Going to be moving, so I have one more episode left in my current apartment. And then after Burbank, I know, it's crazy. Like,
I didn't even notice the background.
Yeah, backgrounds change. Next week, I probably will look more of the same as well because we're moving out of this apartment on the 15th. And then President's Day is 17th on Monday. We're both off work. And then the 18th is the podcast again and be a new setup. We'll look like shit, but I've always looked like shit. And you can too. See you guys next week. Bye.